Our second problem set is to perform each temperature conversion. So our first one is negative 212 degrees Fahrenheit to degrees Celsius. Now we know that degrees Celsius is equal to degrees Fahrenheit minus 32 divided by 1.8. So if we input our variable, we get negative 212 minus 32 divided by 1.8. And our answer then is negative 135.5 degrees Celsius. Now, our sig figs for this problem is going to be 3. So it is actually, the final answer is negative 136 degrees Celsius. Next, we're going to convert 77 Kelvin to degrees Fahrenheit. So first we go from Kelvin to Celsius, then from Celsius to Fahrenheit. So Kelvin is equal to degrees Celsius plus 273.15. And if we rearrange this equation so that degrees Celsius is on the side by itself, we get degrees Celsius is equal to Kelvin minus 273.15. Now we input our Kelvin value, so degrees Celsius is equal to 77 minus 273.15, and that is negative 196.15 degrees Celsius. Now we can go from degrees Celsius to degrees Fahrenheit. Degrees Celsius is equal to degrees Fahrenheit minus 32 over 1.8. If we rearrange this equation so that degrees Fahrenheit is on the side by itself, we get the quantity of 1.8 times degrees Celsius plus 32. So our answer is the quantity of 1.8 times negative 196.15 plus 32, and that is equal to negative 321.07 degrees Fahrenheit. This problem is 2 sig figs, so the actual answer is negative 320 degrees Fahrenheit. Our next problem is 25 degrees Celsius to Kelvin. So, Kelvin is equal to degrees Celsius plus 273.15. So all we need to do is input our variable. So we get 25 plus 273.15. And when we input this into our calculator, we get 298.15 Kelvin. And now to do the correct number of sig figs, we have to convert 298.15 into 2 sig figs, which would be 300 Kelvin. Our last problem in this set is to convert 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit to Kelvin. So we need to go and use our Celsius equation to go from Fahrenheit to Celsius, and then from Celsius to Kelvin. So degrees Celsius is equal to degrees Fahrenheit minus 32 over 1.8. So degrees Celsius is equal to 98.6 minus 32 divided by 1.8. Now when we do that math, we get negative 72.55 degrees Celsius. Now that we have degrees Celsius, we can now go from Celsius to Kelvin. So Kelvin is equal to degrees Celsius plus 273.15. So now all we need to do is input our variable. So Kelvin is equal to negative 72.55 plus 273.15, and that is equal to 200.594. Now this problem is 3 sig figs, so we need to change our answer to 201 Kelvin.